Today will be part 14 to the series Scriptures Often Ignored. And today I'm going to be talking and focusing on spiritual hoarding. And I think this is a great topic for all of us who are looking for the truth and who want to get to the truth and who want to really have that set apart relationship with our Father Yahuwah and to get even closer to Him. And so I'm going to be reading the entire chapter, but I mostly want to focus on verses 20 through 31 in Proverbs chapter 11. Now, of course, this is a great book because it talks all about wisdom and understanding from Shalomah or Solomon. As a false balance is an abomination to Yahuwah, but a just weight is his delight. And of course, if you're new to this channel, then you know that I use the set apart Hebrew names for our Creator, the restored names Yahuwah for our Creator, and for our Messiah, Yahusha, names that have been taken out of Scripture and hidden from us for a very long time. But let's keep going. Verse 2, when pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly is wisdom. The integrity of the upright shall guide them. But the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. So we know that riches don't matter. Material things don't matter when it comes to being righteous. But let's keep going. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. And when it talks about righteousness, how can you be righteous in the eyes of Yahuwah? By keeping his Torah or the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. Verse 6, the righteousness of the upright shall deliver them, but transgressors shall be taken in their own naughtiness. And that's the definition of the word sin, according to Scripture. The definition of sinning is to transgress or rebel against the law. And verse 7, when a wicked man dieth, his expectation shall perish, and the hope of unjust men perisheth. The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead. A hypocrite with his mouth destroyed his neighbor, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered. And we know in Hosea it says what? In Hosea chapter 4 it says what? My people are perished for the lack of knowledge. And so we want to restore that today and restore wisdom and understanding. Verse 10, when it goeth well with the righteous, the city rejoiceth, and when the wicked perish, there is shouting. By the blessing or barakah of the upright, the city is exalted, but it is overthrown by the mouth of the wicked. He that is void of wisdom despiseth his neighbor, but a man of understanding holdeth his peace. A talebearer revealeth secrets, but he that is a faithful spirit or ruach concealeth the matter. Where no counsel is, the people fall, but in the multitude of counselors there is safety. He that is surety for a stranger shall smart for it, and he that hateth a suretyship is sure. A gracious woman retaineth honor, and strong men retain riches. The merciful man doeth good to his own soul, but he that is cruel troubleth his own flesh. The wicked worketh a deceitful work, but to him that soweth righteousness shall be a sure reward. As righteousness tendeth to life, so he that pursueth evil pursueth to his own death. So those who are evil or pursue wickedness, well, wickedness will come upon them, is what that's talking about. You cannot escape judgment. But here I want to focus on verses 20 through 31, where it says, they that are of a froward heart are abomination to Yahuwah, but such as are upright in their way are his delight. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. As a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. The desire of the righteous is only good, but the expectation of the wicked is wrath. There is that scattereth, and yet increaseth, and there is that withholdeth more than is meet, but it tendeth to poverty. The liberal soul shall be made fat, and he that watereth shall be watered also himself. He that withholdeth corn, the people shall curse him, but blessing or barakah shall be upon the head of him that selleth it. So what is this talking about? He that withhold the corn, people shall curse, but blessing shall be on those who sell it, giving and being charitable. He that diligently seeketh good procureth favor, but he that seeketh mischief, it shall come unto him. So those who are constantly seeking trouble and who don't want to help the poor, well, they will get back what is owed of them. He that trusteth in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch. So this is talking about what? Being covetous or desirous and only chasing after mammon or money and chasing after the things of this world and instead of chasing after Yahuwah. He that troubleth his own house shall inherit the wind, and the fool shall be servant to the wise of heart. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life. We see tree of life. And he that winneth souls is wise. Behold, the righteous shall be recompensed in the earth, much more the wicked and the sinner. Now you may be wondering, what does this have to do with spiritual hoarding and hoarding in general? Well, Because if we want to get closer and have that relationship with Yahuwah, well, what do we have to do? We have to make sure that we're coming to him clean and coming to him with clean hands. Because remember, he separates the clean from the unclean, the set apart from the unset apart. And that is what you will find in the Torah as well. But not only that, what else does he do? He wants us to not only come to him clean, but we have to come to him in truth, and we have to worship him in spirit and in truth. Well, to do that, how can we come to him if we have all this stuff going on in our lives? For example, if you want the set apart Ruach to flow over your house, how can that happen if you have a bunch of stuff here, a bunch of stuff there, a bunch of problems that have not been taken care of? And that's something we also should do, is really come to him with our pain and our problems. Really come to our Father with these problems instead of trying to bottle them in or go to them with man. Just try going to Yahuwah and you'll see a difference. I am a witness to this. But not only that is the importance of really just telling Yahuwah what we're going through and praying to him and confessing to him what we're going through, because he knows what we're going through. Maybe we're struggling with certain things and certain issues in our lives. Maybe we're struggling with a new job, or struggling with family matters, or struggling with sins such as, idolatry or pornography or different things. And we really need to come to him with these struggles so that he can help us through them, so that we're not spiritually hoarding them. Or maybe there's something going on in our lives that's prohibiting us from getting closer to the Father. Maybe it is a new job that we know we need to get rid of. Maybe we're chasing after things that we really don't need to be chasing after. Maybe it's a friend that's in your life that that you're trying to witness to, but your friend's not understanding, and Yahuwah is just really telling you to cut that friend off. Like I said, I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what things you may be spiritually holding on to, or just holding on to in general. But I'll give you a good example of one thing that I had been struggling with and that I was really holding on to for a long, long time. And my example to you is this. For those of you who do not know, or those of you who it's your first time, if you've watched my earlier videos, then you'll know that I am in fact a writer and an author. That is one of the main things and one of the main goals of my life. I've been writing for over 10 years. I've been a professional writer and have published books and whatnot, but I've had so many writings and so many journals. But I knew deep down that all of these writings and journals were not of Yahuwah. They were not of the truth. They were of my own foolish ways, and they were just holding me back from getting closer to Yahuwah. They were holding me back from having that set apart relationship with our Father. My writings were holding me back because they were of the world. I was spiritually holding on to them, and I did not want to let them go. But I knew deep down I had to let my writing go because it was just holding me back. It was holding me back spiritually. I could not grow, and I could not sense a growth in my spirit or Ruach because I knew it was holding me back. So what did I have to do? I had to be brave. And of course, this took me a ton of time, and it took me a long time, because if you know me, like, writing is just the number one thing I hold on to. But eventually, long story short, after all the writing and all the years of writing, about 10, 11 years worth of writing, I just threw away. I threw all of my writings away. I threw all of my journals away. I threw all of my notebooks away. I threw all of my original writings, my original journals. I threw it all away. I threw it all out. I threw it in the trash. And that was difficult for me to do, but I knew deep down that was holding me back from having a real set apart relationship with our Father. That was holding me back from getting closer to the Father. And like I said, I don't know where you are in your spiritual walk or journey. I don't know where you are spiritually speaking. Maybe you're just seeking Yahuwah for the first time. Maybe you're just learning about him. Maybe you just need direction. But maybe you're going through things that are holding you back too. Maybe it could be, music in your life, or maybe it could be certain obsessions that you're going through. I know we can all be obsessed with things that we know we need to let go of, but it can be hard to let go. Or like I said earlier, it could be certain people in your life that are prohibiting you from getting closer to the Father and doing the will and work of our Father Yahuwah. So I'm doing this and I'm sharing this with you to give you an inspiration and encouragement, to let you know that Yahuwah sees and knows everything. He knows what you're going through. He knows what is and what isn't, and he knows that you are in need, and he will help you. But all you have to do is go to him with your problems. Go to him in that secret place. Pray to him. Just try it. Try praying to him, and he will help you. He will give you the answers. He will help you on your spiritual walk and journey. And trust me when I say this, I am a witness to this. So hopefully this has been a barakah, a blessing to you. Hopefully this has helped you along the way in your spiritual walk and journey. And like I said, hopefully my story and my testimony can be a testimony for you as well, and can sow a seed in your life so that you too can help get rid of things that may be prohibiting you to getting closer to the Father. Like I said, I hope this has been helpful for you. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. This is Truth Unveiled here. Shalom.